And now for the grand finale. Jill is going to save the prince, and you're gonna like being saved. I save all of you. The girl formerly known as Jill saving the person formerly known as Prince. Who knows who their names are now? Not my names. There's one particular level that is bullshit. I think it's coming up soon. It's not this one. Level 11's fine. Don't. We got the knives. We got the power. Just toss them aside. Make all frogs. All frogs are not logs. Hey. You can't do that to me and my knives. That's what they call me. Ms. Knives. To be one with the frog. Well, you can be one with the frog in this game. Yeah. I feel like as I don't know. It's like I feel like this is more bare bones platformers. It's like the very essence of if you go too archaic, it just ceases being interesting. But I just gotta absorb every little bit about it and have this really weird music. It's really strange. I realized that one part of the soundtrack is a 7 to 8 thing. Yeah, it works on 7/8 time. Like, oh neat. It's like, how do you know? Well, just listen. Listen to the sound of the polyrhythm, the polygonal rhythmic. Well, no way I'm falling down there. Also, where'd all the enemies go? Where are the enemies? I haven't seen any. I mean, there were frogs, but there is nothing down here. Jump over the knights as they're animated GIFs right now. Only when you get too close, though. How it knows to do that, though, I think I figured it out. I think there's just a trigger that's setting them off when you get near them. And it's constantly being pressed, so they're just going in and out and in and out. I can't imagine how else that would work. Oh man, Tim is putting his name in there again, and I've got immortal demons. Great. They're in a really bad spot, too. I'm getting the hell out of there. Okay, now I just gotta survive. Well, I go up with the tree frogs. Yes, there's frogs in the trees. That one's not getting up. Goodbye. I realize that this is the first video game I played with a frog in it. You think it would have been Mario 3. Technically, no. Although now I have to ask myself if I played Jill the Jungle before Super Mario 3. I don't know if I have an answer to that one. Considering I knew DOS as soon as I knew Nintendo practically, so... I don't know. Look, bats! Skeletonizing. Sorry, the demons have really messed with my plans. As they do. As they're demons. Da-na-na-na. Oh, yeah, demons and bats. Good shit. Red balls. I've never heard of these balls of redness. It sounds painful. Whoa! Yeah. Everything about this is annoying. Including having 2 epic signs. Epic, yeah. I wonder if there's actually a way to kill the balls. The red is stored inside the balls. Oh, is it now? Yes. Don't worry. Obviously I figured it out, but still, this is just bad. It would have been easily fixed if the demons were supposed to die like they do in the second game. So I regret to inform you that there's probably a better playthrough of that game because of that fact. It's really strange too, because I know for sure you get this version straight off of GOG, and they didn't test it. I imagine they didn't. But it was too late. I'd gotten far enough that I decided to just ignore it, not realizing that they would show up just one more time. Just one more time. Aha! Delete frog from existence. Delete frog.exe. You have been deleted from the amphibian life cycle. I never really thought of this game. I like the map stuff, but like Commander Keen was already doing map stuff, so I don't know why they didn't bother earlier. In fact, it would have been better if they didn't attempt it at all, or if they did attempt it, they should have just done it with the whole trilogy. Like this whole level design just turned out to be a potpourri design. So. The engine itself is fine. That's something Epic is known to do, is to make good engines. Well, you know, if they remembered that was for a game called Unreal, but... Remind me to play Unreal for you. Because I'm definitely down to do that. I never actually sat down and played the original Unreal, even though I've had it in my shelves. I just preferred its Unreal Tournament counterpart, but that's just how I came to know it. No, like regular ass Unreal? Yeah. Dude, Unreal was a beautiful game. Like, I can play it right now and just like tear up inside. It is beautiful. I would recommend it to anybody. Basically, Unreal is Epic's answer to Quake. And boy was it a good answer. Almost to the point I say it's more of the answer to Quake 2. Heck yeah. That's exactly what it is. Also, I don't even remember if Unreal 2 is any good. I have to take a look at that. Because I think that might have formed the basis for Unreal Tournament 2003/2004. Yes, there was an Unreal Tournament 2003. A lot of people forget that, but that's because, well, I think I tried it, and I don't know, I just prefer 2004, so, yeah. Wow, one snail's faster than the other. The snail is just grabbing speed. You'd think the snail, the snail's pretty fast, but what you don't know is the fastest snail. That snail tapped into the speed force. Alright, that's how fast that snail is. Just to get you an idea of how slow snails are normally. Yeah, I know. Imagine a sloth tapping in the speed force also. Yeah, I'm imagining it right now. Alright, this level took a while. This is the worst level in the game. And I already died because I don't know how it was that I'd actually proceed. So, don't bother with these apples. It's not going to work. Anyway, there's spikes everywhere in this level, and one wrong move, and you're dead. Yeah. So this is just going to be a lot of busy work. Me jumping, saving, and jumping, and saving, going to get a key, and then jumping back, going to get another key, jumping back from that key, etc. Which is weird that it took 8 minutes to get through. But yeah, so combined with the demons not doing what they're supposed to, we have this level to make my whole experience even longer. I didn't even realize I was spending that much time on this, because I was just going through it like you would think. And that's what happens when you give me the ability to save. I just don't even concern myself with gameplay anymore. It's like, oh man, all the times he's supposed to be trying and not dying, it's like, what is he doing? Just to tease you, one key is exactly next to the other key. But you're not going to get him like that. Like, do you think I could jump over the spike to get the right one? I'm not risking that stupid-ass thing. So we're just going to have to go back and go down, get out the other way. That's right, I got to go down all the way under the beginning to get that other key. It's exactly as silly as it sounds. Luckily, I was able to go through this level better than the last time I did it. Oof. Oof. Italy so bad. Oh yeah, I was looking up recent ROM hacks because that's something I do about once a month just to keep my ear to the ground. And there's this interesting Mario 64 ROM hack that was something about a cursed mirror. So that's added to my list now. There was a few Zelda ones, I think. The point is, I've noticed that there was Tetris ROM hacks now in the year 2023. And I think to myself, why? It's not because it's simple. I mean, yes, it is simple, but I just mean that since the time that Tetris has been a game, there's been so many variants that already exist that I feel like ROM hacking original Tetris, well, Nintendo anyway, is kind of missing the whole draw of making your own Tetris clone without needing to check the game's code. So it's cool that you did that, but you know, they're a dime a dozen. I don't know how you pick Tetris ROM hacks, guys. I never did. I would like to show you old Tetris clones if they really were in the confines of what I do in the channel, but for the most part, they're not. I'm wondering what the exception could be. Maybe, like, I don't know, something that wouldn't make it a puzzle game, but would be invoked with the platformers. The closest thing I have to that is, like, what's that game called? Is that Backstreet or something? Not really Tetris, but, like, you use Tetris as, like, platforms, but without making it puzzly. Not much we can do about that. Just the nature of the game. I didn't notice, but the snails don't seem to die to my knives. And I realized I'd not been in that situation before, where I normally have those weird spindly star things to deal with them. So we're just going to ignore that and pretend that that was never a problem in the first place. Ew, my hands! Why is it that when I die like that, my legs instantly just remove? Like, the skeletonizing is more accurate, and also technically violent. You know, dying to a skeleton might turn this game to an M-rated game. Like, shouldn't Ghosts and Goblins be an M-rated game for the same reason that you turn to a skeleton? Which I find amusing to how King Arthur dies, or Arthur dies in Ghosts and Goblins games. It's basically, you get hit once, and then your armor flies off, and you're in your boxers, and then you get a hit again, and it's like, well, you're not wearing armor, so the armor is now your flesh, and so you become skeleton. That's how I worked it out. Along with the boxers. No more boxers. Modesty is the solution. It's like, you're so naked that you're just bones. Well, now it's not really that offensive anymore. I'm not offended by a skeleton. That's silly. This ant! This goddamn ant! You're just making this longer than it needs to be, game. I think I realize what's happening now. Is that this level looks like something that would be better suited for Mega Man. I know I've had Mega Man on my brain, but honestly, I've known Mega Man for a long time, so Mega Man is going to be a part of the channel. You have my word. Not like I'm going to do Mega Man all the time, but I think it's going to hold a majority. Jill the Jungle, not really, because there's only so much, but yeah. Platformer DOS games. I wish there was more DOS platformers, and really the only hope I'm getting with that is just mods of Commander Keen. Which I promise you have already looked into. And it's not like I don't know where to look for those, but yeah, I need more DOS platformers, guys. I think this is something that's going to be filled in by, what was the name of this bird? Like, Hasbrosaurus is making a DOS game called Acronia that I'm going to try out when I learn of its existence. There's also something similar to a DOS kind of side-scroller called Muri that I'm going to try out whenever I have the time. So, I know that there's some people that want to make DOS-like platforms. They don't have to strictly need to be for DOS, though. But I think what makes a DOS platformer is, first of all, the whacked-out level design. It's got to be colorful, okay? The other thing is that it doesn't necessarily have to be from left to right. It could be, you know, a big square labyrinthine maze, which is basically when you do it top down is how the first-person shooter stuff started. You know, with mazes. Life's a maze, and then you die. Inside another maze. The maze of the underworld. That's amazing! I had no idea of these things. This is where I should have just cut off the video and made another one, but nope, I refuse! You refuse, you lose. The quadrilogy must be made heir apparent. We got so many spikes, we got spikes on top of spikes. This is like when you play Super Mario World mods and they put like munchers in the middle there and like, why are you doing this? Please, be sensible about your bullshit. It's like, nah, I just shove a muncher in your face in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Eyes are blocked. That was the way of our people. Every time I land my feet, it sounds like I'm walking in an auditorium. Auditory noises. Wow. Is there a challenge there? Jesus Christ. Man. Jill the Jungle's not as good as I remembered. But I guarantee that you can level design it to make it fun, so clearly the gameplay is fine. The level design, I like how every time I've played a Shaver DOS game, it's always been the latter episodes that make me question my soul. It's like, yeah, you made it harder, but what were you doing? Like, take Wolfenstein 3D, when you look at the latter episodes, which are technically prequels, those levels are crazy. Like, you saw what I had to do with that one. It was just like, oh man, there's a sprite limit. Well, I got news for you, since I'm on that subject. I am finally gonna restart my Spear of Destiny project soon. I say soon, because I don't know when. I just have it already set up, so it's just a matter of when. It is a matter of when. I'm finally at the castle! And you see, the castle's actually 2 levels. That's why I kind of bundle it like this. And it's not that bad. There are bats, though, in the castle. But yeah, it's implied the prince was kidnapped by the Green Lizard Men. And yeah, that doesn't really explain why they captured it. Like, I think it's almost like what Bowser does to Princess Peach. Is like, alright, I captured you in your own castle. Haha, see you later. Never did understand that. Actually, why was Peach inside her own castle? Like, I get how. It was with similar painting magic, only she was in a stained glass mirror that looks like her. But isn't Bowser's whole shtick that he wants to, like, you know, wed the Peach? He could have just done that. You know. Clearly, he lacks at the Peach. Maybe Bowser wants the cake. Which he did want the cake. He begged for that cake in Galaxy 2. He's like, no, didn't get to have cake. It's like, yeah, sorry. But if he's really looking for cake, does he need Princess Peach? Surely you can just ask your Koopas to make a cake for you. Make a Koopa cake, you know. Let's make some Koopa pasta. Alright, there we go, the bats. Oh, it's this weird music again. Still like that pyramid music from before, but we're not getting it. Now I'm on top of the castle. What are you going to do now when I'm on top of your castle now? Your feeble attempt fails. Fables. Huh. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of another Dolls game on Oxide, where they had like these night squares. And you know, it would also give you a message of like, yeah, that's not gonna work until you bring the right tool, and then it's like, good day, or you know, like, you've bested me. Some crap. I have been bested by the very best. I have been felled. Real RPG words. Felled. Gadzooks. Who says gadzooks? Whoever said gadzooks? Who came up with gadzooks? I don't think I'm gonna know that. Gadzooks! Zoons! I mean, zounds! Egad! Criminy! Other interjections. Ah, okay. Gonna go down here. Yes, there's actually a bottomless pit programmed in here. Basically, it's just you fall down, it's like, oh no! And here you think the same is gonna happen, but it's like, nah, psych. Psych it all up to the bats that insult me from their place of birth. Want to take up more time? We're going to spend some time as a frog. And have remnants of level 12 in there. Actually, I don't know if there's a point to being a frog in this level, but we're going to do it anyway. Because frogs! Look, man. Smokey the Frog. That's what I'm talking about. Yuki's got it right. Frogs are friendlier than bears. Although a bear would be better equipped to defend the forest, so maybe we have a point. Don't forget, the frog can go in the water just fine. It's true, you know. I saw it in a frog manual once. Come on, frog! Froggy! Going in the water! Splish splash! Wait. We can go under more. Yes, I was actually trying the buttons. See, we just placed a couple apples underwater. They didn't get soggy or nothing. Actually, I don't think an apple that was underwater would be too bad. As long as it didn't spoil. Yeah. Yeah, I think an apple is one of the fruits you can just dunk in water and be like, yeah, this is fine. Probably why you had to bob for apples. I just realized my own fridge logic there. Thank you very much. Blank. Blank! Anyway, level 14. Last one. I swear. Jill journeys deeper to the castle where the prince is held captive. Can she save him? Only time will tell. Press up, down to use elevator in case you forgot by the end of this series. I didn't forget, you just keep reminding me. I guess this is the leitmotif for the prince himself, because that was like the intro music to this volume. Hey, we got the Goblets of Fire again. Hey, who wants to go to the Tri-Wizard Tournament? I mean, Tetra Wizard Tournament. Haha, number 4. Level 14. Yeah, it's far too late. I already had the Harry Potter, like, more inside. Although past book 7, I know nothing. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's where it ended. Yeah. Although I feel like they're probably... You know what's weird? Is that, for me, I think Harry Potter existed around the same time as Naruto. And they have similar tropes, which is odd. Like, even the relationship between the rival. No, what I find really weird is that Naruto has, like, a sequel series called Boruto. And it's just, like, the son of Naruto, and it keeps going. And so that's what I think is what's happening with the Harry Potter stuff. Except, I forgot one important thing, which has to do with spoiling the last book. But you probably know what I mean. Because it's supposed to be a send-off, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute. How does the story continue? You don't need it to continue anymore. Stop. But, yeah. And that was before I learned about the author, but also, it's weird because I'm not too surprised because the person who introduced me to those books would be my great-grandmother, which something, and she was still like cognizant, telling me about books I should be reading, along with my grandma and my great aunt. So all three of them, both being, you know, old English women. Yeah, I say that not because like American English. I mean like, you know, derived from England, living in America. More recently than, you know, people who have been American for generations. I'm talking like recenter English Americans that would have been here in like the late 1800s kind of thing. Also, save the princess before ending the game. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do this. What the fuck, man? The real end is when you touch the prince and you make out and you have children. Passes on. Pass the torch on. So yeah, I'm saying that like without telling too much about myself, but you know, the things that go on today in life are indicative of my background, which is a very strange thought, but at least allows me to have some semblance of sympathy for all yous out there. Honestly, it's probably good that I don't get too involved in too many things, even though I want to be. Not even just in terms of safety, but more of like, you know, I don't want to screw things up for you guys. It's like, oh no! It turns out I screwed up the very fabric of society. Let's go back to playing video games and forget it all happened. Is where I'm at. For the ideals of what I escaped for. Yeah. Oh, there was a double frog situation. Interesting. Double the frog! Double the fun with double frog gum. Oh boy. I'm gonna drop a bit of mega on the castle. In case we're assuming there was some realism again, there's not. I guess it makes sense that the final of the trilogy would have the most points. Why wouldn't it? Yeah, there was like... There wasn't more levels than number 2, but there was like more level size overall, I feel. And I don't just mean just the overworld, because I don't think you get points on the overworld. Do you? I mean, maybe. I can turn to a phoenix one last time, once more for the boys and the girls and everybody who I didn't otherwise mention, because semantics and language are not caught up with us. No, they're not. The funny thing is you can blame Latin. Let's blame Latin for this. Curse you, ancient Rome! I know you did this! I know what you did. I know a bit of the etymologies, only by just reading each single word that I care about, but I know what you did! Let's go to prison. This apparently counts as level 15, this part. Before I finish, I wanted to see if it would let me escape now, but I don't get a message anymore. And since I'm technically part of level 15, that makes sense. It wasn't going to. Weird that I was even able to do that at all and sort of go off the script, but yeah. Also, if you're going to complain about me exiting, why put an exit there? Schmuck bait much? Finally reaching the castle and opening the prison cell, Jill meets the prince. For like the first fucking time. Quickly escape from the castle, Jill and the prince journey back to the jungle, which is now safe from the crazed giant green lizard men who had kidnapped the prince. There was a story here. It wasn't just going through the jungle, she just heard him from far away. The prince speaks. Jill of the jungle, you have not only saved my life, you have saved the jungle from great peril. You have the eternal gratitude of my family. Now I ask you one more favor, Jill. Give me your strongest potions. Jill, will you marry me? Okay. So the jungle is once again restored to harmony, and Jill and the prince live happily ever after. I love me a good excuse plot to overanalyze for people to make fanfiction and headcanon and lore. Oh boy, gets the creative juices flowing, I tell you what. I tell you what. There we go. Another end to a DOS platformer. So we'll get another one going around at some point. For now, I just did these quickies because, well, no particular reason. It was just, I have a lot of these on my mind at some time, and I knew this would go relatively quickly, so I decided to just get it out of the way since I had done it before once already. And, yeah. That's it. Story's over. Show's over. Go home.